Good afternoon, I'm Mark Mcquillan. The government is set to announce new laws designed to clamp down on illegal migration. It's expected the legislation will mean people arriving in small boats will be prevented from claiming asylum. But the move that could be announced as early as Tuesday has already led to criticism from human rights groups. Layla Hayes reports.
Each year, thousands of migrants risk their lives crossing the Channel. But the Prime Minister says he's determined to stop the boats. And new laws mean anyone arriving in the UK in this way will soon be prevented from claiming asylum.
It is part of a whole range of things that we are trying to do to stop the small boats, stop illegal migration, interrupt people trafficking on what is now an industrial scale. And so, yeah, it's part of a whole package, but we do need to get the law right.
There were almost 45,000 people that crossed the Channel in small boats in 2022. And 60% of those lodging claims were granted asylum. Currently, asylum seekers have the right to remain in the country to have their case heard. The new law means those who arrive in small boats will be prevented from claiming asylum in the UK, removed to Rwanda or to a safe third country, and banned from returning to the UK once removed. Some charities have called the plans concerning and say they'll do little to prevent people risking their lives to seek safety.
The Home Office's own research shows that people coming to claim asylum don't know about our asylum system before they come here. We know this from the 30,000 refugee and asylum seekers we work with every single year. They just don't know the system. So making the system harsher won't stop people from coming here.
There may be criticism from some, but the Prime Minister has made stopping the boats one of his main priorities. And he believes the new law, expected to be announced next week, will do just that. Layla Hayes, ITV News.
The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have reportedly received an invitation to attend King Charles's coronation in May. A spokesperson for the couple confirmed to The Times that it was recently received. It comes just days after the King asked them to vacate their UK home in Windsor. Martha Fairley is here with me now. So what more do we know, Martha?
Well, Mark, there has been much speculation over whether Harry and Meghan would be invited to the coronation at all, because it is, of course, just 2 months since the publication of Harry's memoir, Spare, and a series of television interviews he gave in which the Duke of Sussex revealed very personal details about both himself and members of the royal family and criticised them publicly. But it's reported that the Duke and Duchess have now received email correspondence about the coronation, which will take place at Westminster Abbey on the 6th of May. Now, Harry gave some indication of the circumstances under which he might consider coming to his father's coronation in an interview he gave with ITV's Tom Bradby in January. Then he said, "A lot can happen between now and then. The door is always open. The ball is in their court. There is a lot to be discussed. I really hope they are willing to sit down and talk about it." Now, we don't know if any conversations have taken place, and a spokesperson for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex is reported to have said they won't be disclosing at this time whether or not they are planning to attend.
Martha, thank you very much. A new batch of leaked messages from Matt Hancock appear to show how he wanted to scare people into complying with COVID regulations. Responding to the Kent variant of the virus, Mr Hancock says he wanted to frighten the pants off everyone. He also talks about his concerns that the Eat Out to Help Out scheme could help spread the virus. Rail passengers in England and Wales have been hit by the largest fare increase for more than a decade. From today, regulated fares such as season tickets and travel cards rise by nearly 6%. The government said it was still well below inflation. And the UN has reached an historic agreement to protect huge parts of the world's oceans. After 10 years of negotiations, the UN High Seas Treaty will put 30% of the world's seas under protection by 2030. There will also be restrictions on fishing, shipping and deep-sea mining. And finally, a year after the infamous incident which dominated the Oscars, Chris Rock has finally spoken out. The comedian said the slap from actor Will Smith at last year's ceremony still hurts. But during the stand-up routine, the first event to be streamed live on Netflix, he added he is not a victim. Sam Holder has more.
It was the most talked about event, arguably, in the history of the Oscars. But one voice had been missing. Now, finally, in a live Netflix show, Chris Rock has addressed the slap.
I'm gonna try to do a show tonight without offending nobody, okay? I'm gonna try my best. You know why? Because you never know who might get triggered.
That, of course, referring to this moment of infamy.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Will Smith hitting the comedian for making a joke about his wife. Smith, who was handed a 10-year Oscars ban, has talked about the incident time and time again, even on the night itself.
I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees.
But now Chris Rock has answered the questions everyone was wondering. Yes, it was real, and yes, it was painful.
Gotta watch out. You know what people say? They always say, words hurt. That's what they say. Gotta watch what you say, because words hurt. You know, anybody that says words hurt has never been punched in the face.
The timing of Rock's new show will sting for the Academy, with the slap back in the spotlight just a week before this year's ceremony. Sam Holder, ITV News.
That's all for now. We're back at 6. Have a great afternoon. Goodbye.